Living in New York City is a really tough place. It's expensive, it's crowded. I think money plays a role in everyone's life, but in New York City, it's such a huge focus here. It's the financial capital of the world. You know, the money that you make determines so many things. You know, determines where you live, what you do, even, you know, who you hang out with in some cases. And, you know, I find it ironic that this is the place where I discovered, you know, to systematically give my money away. You know, for me, that journey really began about 3 years into my stay in New York. It was 2011. I was attending a small group Bible study with some friends, and you know, it wasn't just like a Bible study. It was you know, coming together. Sometimes we would read different books, but a lot of times it was just fellowshipping and building community. So you know, talking with each other, finding out about like how our weeks went. You know, I remember vividly one of my friends kind of, you know, venting about how, you know, she had a bunch of friends who were able to go on expensive trips and, you know, buy that expensive purse or those shoes. And, you know, she was saying like, well, I could do the same thing, but, you know, I'm giving 10% of my income to church. It was just interesting because she wasn't like upset about it. She wasn't, you know, like, she didn't have any remorse, you know, she didn't like regret doing it. And for me, it's like just the things that she said, you know, she wasn't trying to convince anyone else why they should do it. She was just talking about her personal reasons. And for me, that was just really convicting. And I just decided, you know what, I think it's something I want to do. I want to start giving back my, you know, a portion of my income to God. So I started taking 10% of my paycheck and giving it to church. You know, and I think one of the benefits that, you know, that comes from this is that I'm able to manage my finances so much better. You know, knowing that I get a certain amount of income and then I'm immediately understanding and acknowledging what I make and taking 10% of that and giving that away. And then with that other 90%, I am then, you know, allocating that to my expenses and to the fun stuff I want to do and to the stuff I want to save for. And it's like, I have been in a much better financial position since I started giving away, you know, 10% of my income. I think the other thing is, it's at the end of the year, I just feel good about it. I look back and think, you know, yeah, maybe I wasted money on, you know, some new shoes, new computer, whatever it may be, but it's like I look back and realize that like 10% of my income for the whole year went to other people. Like it went to a cause greater than myself, and it's just like, it puts a smile on my face thinking about that. I'm a steward because we serve a loving and gracious God.